Is Toronto gearing up for a blockbuster trade that could shake the very foundation of the roster? Rumors are swirling that the Maple Leafs are eyeing a veteran presence to bolster their playoff push. And it's not just any player, it's a captain from a rival team. Fans are buzzing with speculation as insiders drop hints about potential offers that could involve some of our promising young talent. What does this mean for the future of our beloved Leafs? The latest news surrounding the Toronto Maple Leafs has sent shockwaves through the fan base, and honestly, I'm still processing it all. According to Darren Dreger on TSN Insider Trading, the Leafs have been linked to Brayden Schenn, the captain of the St. Louis Blues, and it appears they might be willing to make some serious sacrifices to bring him to Toronto. Dreger suggested that the Leafs could consider trading all three of their young prospects, Easton Cowan, Fraser Minten, and Ben Danford. Now let's take a moment to unpack what that really means. First off, I can understand the desire to bolster our roster, especially with the playoffs on the horizon. Schenn is a seasoned player with experience and a physical edge that could benefit the Leafs. But is giving up three promising young players really the right call? The fan reaction has been explosive. Some fans are furious, expressing their disbelief that this could even be considered. One fan tweeted, "My hatred for Darren Dreger cannot be overstated." And I get it. It's frustrating when you feel like your team might be making a move that could jeopardize its future. Let's be honest. Schenn, at 33 years old, has had a solid season so far with 12 goals and 38 points in 63 games, but he's not exactly in his prime. Is he worth 3 first-round prospects? I'm torn on this one. If you look at the potential upside of Cowan, Minten, and Danford, we could be talking about future stars. Would we be trading away a big part of our future for a player who might not be here long-term? It's a high-risk move, and I can't shake the feeling that it could backfire spectacularly. Dreger's comments also make you wonder about the motivations behind this information. Is he genuinely suggesting that the Leafs would consider such a trade? Or is he merely echoing what he's hearing from the Blues organization to drive up the asking price? That uncertainty adds another layer to this already complex situation. If general manager Brad Treliving were to pull the trigger on such a deal, it could very well define his tenure with the Leafs. Would it be the bold move that pays off, or a decision that costs him his job? And here's where I think we need to take a step back and really evaluate what we want as fans. Do we want to win now at all costs, or do we want to build a sustainable future? The Leafs have been known to make big splashes in the past, but how many of those have actually paid off? I really want to hear what you think about this. Is trading away 3 young prospects for Schenn the right move? I'm genuinely conflicted. The emotions are running high. On one hand, you want to see your team succeed, and acquiring a player like Schenn could potentially be a game-changer. On the other hand, we've seen too many times how trading away young talent can come back to haunt a franchise. It's a delicate balance, and I feel like the front office needs to tread carefully here. So, I ask you all, what do you think? Are the Leafs making a mistake by even considering this trade? Or do you believe that Schenn could be the missing piece we need for a deep playoff run? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get a discussion going. The situation surrounding Mikko Rantanen has taken an intriguing turn for the Toronto Maple Leafs as the trade deadline approaches. With only hours left before the cutoff, the Maple Leafs stand as one of the few playoff contenders that have yet to make a significant move. However, there's a sense of optimism that their patience might pay off, potentially landing them a top-tier player. While Brayden Schenn from the St. Louis Blues remains a key target, and Scott Laughton from the Philadelphia Flyers is a viable backup plan, it's the Carolina Hurricanes' star, Mikko Rantanen, who's the big fish the Leafs might be looking to hook. After being traded mid-season to the Hurricanes, Rantanen has become available once again, as Carolina struggles to secure a contract extension before the trade deadline. This opens the door for a deal, and it's one that the Maple Leafs can afford to pursue. The buzz is that the Hurricanes are eyeing Matthew Knies as the centerpiece they want in exchange for Rantanen. However, that comes with a crucial caveat. Rantanen must be willing to commit long-term to Toronto. According to David Pagnotta from the Fourth Period, Rantanen is open to signing an extension with the right team as part of a sign-and-trade deal, which certainly shifts the dynamics for the Leafs, a competitive team in an open Eastern Conference. Now, parting ways with Knies, who's just 22 years old, would undeniably be a tough pill to swallow. Yet, if it means securing Rantanen and ensuring a long-term commitment from him, it might just be worth it. After all, having Rantanen join the likes of Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, William Nylander, and John Tavares could be the game-changer that finally pushes the Leafs past their playoff hurdles. Additionally, Carolina is in a position to retain some of Rantanen's salary, which would allow him to come in with a modest cap hit of $2.315 million. Imagine the impact that could have on the Maple Leafs roster. It could provide a much-needed boost to their already star-studded lineup, potentially alleviating some pressure as they navigate the contracts of Marner and Tavares, who are both set to become unrestricted free agents soon. There's a prevailing belief that had Marner opted to leave during the summer, the Leafs would have jumped at the chance to acquire Rantanen then. This trade could serve multiple strategic purposes. I sit here reflecting on this fluid situation. I can't help but feel the urgency. The Hurricanes are eager to resolve Rantanen's status before the deadline, leaving the door open for a deal. But there's also the possibility they could hold on to him for their own playoff push. If Knies is on the table, it seems Carolina would be inclined to make that deal happen sooner rather than later. So, where do I stand on all this? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, Rantanen is a phenomenal player who could elevate the Leafs' game significantly. But on the other, giving up a promising talent like Knies is a hefty price to pay, especially considering his potential. This decision could shape the future of the franchise, and as a passionate Leafs fan, it's hard not to feel the weight of that. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Is trading Knies for Rantanen the right path forward? Or should the Leafs hold on to their young talent and look for other options? Let's debate in the comments. Your thoughts matter, and I'm eager to engage with you all. If you're as excited about these developments as I am, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Toronto Maple Leafs. And be sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. Let's keep the conversation going as we watch this thrilling trade deadline unfold.